to the topic Principles of Inheritance and Variation. In this video, let's try to understand the process of sex determination. We are going to discuss in this video sex determination in 4 animals, in insects, in humans, in birds, and in honeybees. Let's try to understand the meaning of sex determination. Sex determination is a process by which sexuality of organism is determined. The word sex is derived from a Greek term called sexes, which means collection of all the characters with which we can differentiate organism producing egg from the organism producing sperm. Let's try to understand who became a first to study sex determination. It was a Henking in the year 1891 became a first to observe spermatogenesis in insects. When he was observing spermatogenesis, he was able to see that 50% of the gametes were receiving some unknown body called as X body, and 50% of the organisms were not receiving that unknown body, which is called as once again X body. Later it was confirmed that X body is nothing but a X chromosome. Later, two scientists by name Stephen and M. Klung in the year 1902 observed 24 chromosomes in the female grasshopper, and thereby they gave a way for two more scientists, Wilson and Stephen. They put forth the theory of X and Y sex chromosome determination, that is sex determination. Correns in the year 1906 explained theory of heterogamesis. What is hetero? Different, gamesis, gamete. That is, the organisms can be made up of with the same chromosome or they can be made up of a different chromosome. So based on that, Correns in the year 1906 explained a theory of heterogamesis, where we observe two types of heterogamesis. One is called male heterogamety. As we see in human, male X and Y chromosomes are there, and the second one is called female heterogamecy, where even in few example females can produce two different type of gametes. So sex determination after the proposal of this heterogamesis theory got classified into 4 categories, that is sex determination in insects, which is of XX and XO type, sex determination in human, which is XX and XY type, sex determination in birds, which is ZZ and ZW type, and the last one is said to be sex determination in honeybees, which is haploid and diploid type. Let's try to understand all these examples one by one. Sex determination in insect, which is said to be XX and XO type. This type is found in the insects like a grasshopper and bugs. As we know, arthropoda becomes the biggest phylum, and only few insects will have this method of sex determination, whereas honeybee also belongs to arthropoda. It is with haploid and diploid concept, whereas XX and XO is seen in the examples like grasshopper and bugs. Okay, here males are said to be heterogametic, that is they are going to produce X and O type of gametes, and females are said to be homogametic, that is they are going to produce only one type of gamete, that is X. Okay, now the next one is female produce only one type of egg, that is X, and male produce two types of sperms, that is X and O. One sperm can be with A plus X, that is autosome plus X chromosome, and another can be with A plus O, that is autosome and O chromosome. Okay, now autosomes are the chromosomes, as we know, which will not play any role in the determination of the sex, whereas the allosomes have a definite role in the determination of the sex. Hence, sex is determined based on the type of chromosome in the sperm. Okay, so let's try to understand this. Let's fix a parent autosome with XX chromosome. XX chromosome will become a female, is crossed with another parent with autosome plus XO chromosome, and that becomes a male. Now the gametes will be produced after undergoing meiosis. The female will produce only one type of egg, that is A plus X, whereas a male is going to produce two types of sperm. One is with A plus X and another one is A plus 0. If there is a fusion of egg with A plus X, then there will be formation of AA plus XX, that will make a organism female, whereas the same egg, that is A plus egg, if it gets fertilized by A plus 0 sperm, then there will be formation of AA plus XO, that makes the organism male. So this graphical representation which I have represented from parent with AA plus XX crossed with AA plus X0, from there till the formation of new organism can be asked for 3 mark. So this is sex determination in the insects. Now let's try to understand sex determination in our body, that is in human. Sex determination in human is said to be XX and XY type. As we know, our nucleus contains 46 chromosomes, that is we have 23 pairs of chromosome, which are systematically classified into 22 pairs of autosome and 1 pair of allosome. And this sex chromosome or allosomes which are there in female, there will be homomorphic, that is females are with XX chromosome, whereas males are with the X and Y chromosome. Now what happens or what makes a new organism to become a male and a female? So there is a marriage between a female with 44 autosome with XX chromosome and male 44 autosome with XY chromosome. Homogametic is a female, heterogametic is a male. So what will happen? So female is going to produce a gamete which is with 22 autosome and only one type of gamete, that is X chromosome. Okay, even male will produce a sperm with 22 autosome with X as one sperm and 22 autosome as Y as another type of a sperm. If there is a fusion of 22 autosome plus X egg or egg of the female gets fertilized by the X sperm, then there is a female baby produced. And if the A plus Y sperm, that is a sperm with a Y chromosome, is going to fertilize the egg, then there will be the birth of a male baby. So this clearly shows that father is responsible for the sex of the child. It is not the mother which is responsible for the sex of the child, as she is a homogametic. Now let's try to understand determination of the sex in other animals, that is in birds. In birds, who is going to decide the sex of the offspring, that is a male or a female, that we are going to understand. In the female, that is in the birds, a female is said to be heterogametic and she is the one who is going to decide the sex of the new organism. So the gametes from the females will be heterogametic, the gametes will be ZW, whereas the males are homogametic and the gametes will be ZZ. This system is called ZW and ZZ sex determination system. Whereas in honeybee is having a special type of a sex determination where there is no XX, XY or any sort of chromosomal method present, but in the honeybee there is haploid diploid concept of sex determination is present. Number of sets of chromosome received by an individual is going to decide the sex of the new organism. The fertilized egg which are there, they are going to develop into female. Female can be a queen or can be a worker. Then what is the difference? Correct? Queen can give birth to young one and workers cannot give birth to young one. Both will be diploid. Queen is said to be fertile whereas workers are said to be sterile. Okay, now unfertilized egg which will be there, that is not going to meet with the sperm, will develop into drone, and that process where without fertilization the egg getting converted into the young one is called as parthenogenesis, that you might have understood in the reproduction topic. Okay, drones are going to produce a sperm by undergoing mitosis as they are provided with haploid number of the chromosome. Now see here, the first image is of the drone, that is a male is with n is equal to 16 number of chromosome, that is a haploid, whereas the queen is said to be diploid and she'll be with the 2n is equal to 32 number of chromosome. Now drone during the process of spermatogenesis makes the mitotic division and results in the formation of the sperm which are with n is equal to 16, whereas a diploid queen undergo meiotic division during the gamete formation and shall produce eggs with n is equal to 16. Now, if there is a fertilization between the sperm and the egg, then diploid organism will be produced with the 32 chromosome, and that may become queen or it will become worker. If the egg if the egg doesn't get fertilized by the sperm, if it undergo process parthenogenesis, that is without fertilization, if it gets converted into new young one, then it becomes haploid only, and that is called as a drone. So haploid will be male, that is drone, and diploid can be queen if she is fertile, and if she is become sterile, then she is called as a worker. So in this video we discussed about sex determination. We understood sex determination in insects, in human, in birds, and also in honey bee, whereas in the next video we'll discuss sex linked inheritance and X linked inheritance, Y linked inheritance. Thank you, students.